Hey everyone, it is Liam Caddison here, and we're reacting to another episode for Buffy the Vampire Slayer. This is episode 2 for Season 7. It was a good start for the final season. I really enjoyed how things went by, especially with some of the parallels to the first ever episode, because nostalgia is a really, really beautiful thing. But yeah, we had some new characters. We have a new ominous aura in the air with that figure who is shifting into different adversaries of the past 6 seasons of Buffy, and yeah, I'm excited to see where this season does go overall, to see what they will be doing for this final season, and like I said, hopefully give it the send-off that it deserves. So yeah, but yeah, with that said, why don't we jump right into episode number 2 for season 7 for Buffy the Vampire Slayer. Let's go. Gonna die like the previous girl. Oh, come on, leave Ramona alone.
From beneath you, it devours.
Whoa, 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 whoa.
Buffy!
I heard screaming.
That was you.
There was a girl.
That
So
was
she's been
me.
dreaming.
No, it was...
Not the time. Not hardly ready. Stop! Hey, stop! Take it now! Take it, stop!
Oh. Just me if I get a hangover,
Could
right?
you die?
It's pouring out of the school's foundation every now and then. What trouble could these kids have?
Guess I'll find out.
Yeah, what's the worst
They're
that could
damn
happen?
lucky having a Slayer and a friend on campus there for them. I hope they appreciate it. I know I did.
Oh,
Days gone by, huh?
that warms my heart.
We need to ease up with the whole dating demons thing.
Hello, I'm sorry. Wasn't that you having the smoochathon with Teen Vampire last Halloween?
See, this is why I don't want you talking to my friends.
I mean, she brought a point.
Some students will be sent
Look,
to
I
you,
don't get
and
dating
others I'm
either.
hoping will start to come in on their own.
Can I give detention?
Okay, by me, a little authority can be a wonderful thing. Just remember that while you are here to
That
help,
power.
you're not here to be their friend. Trust me. You open that door and these students will eat you alive.
You heard about Principal Flutie, right?
Oh, you didn't need him doomed like that, Buff.
Okay, then.
Offer you some guarantee that you'll be welcome back to Sunnydale with open arms, but I can't. You may not be wanted, but you will be needed.
All you got.
For the moment, yes.
Okay.
It's just all about that big step, big first step back.
Trust yourself, and the others might follow.
Could have gotten a cat. No.
Dogs are superior. Sorry, cat people, but... Oh! Whoa! Hey, you just killed the dog. That's not cool. Oh boy.
From beneath you, it devours.
What?
Nothing.
Nothing good.
It's sounding monsterific, all right.
Should we round up the gang?
Good thinking, except this is the game.
Nancy, we're gonna get into this. And I promise you, if your dog is alive, we're gonna find him.
The
The
dog
only
better
thing
be
that I need
alive.
is a little...
What you need is help. Fortunately, you've got me. You're gonna need some help.
Since when did you become the champion of the people?
I didn't. I'm just a guy who can lend a hand if you let me. Ball's in your court, Slayer.
Oh, is it bad? Is it?
Okay, we're gonna split. 2 pairs.
I don't
Whatever
know
this creature is, it's burrowing through
if this
solid
is
ground.
reaching,
That means
but
strength and power
I
that
can
we don't
already
usually
feel
deal with,
like
but we may have to get used to
the
that
change in
hellbound
him,
criminal
in his, I don't know, mannerisms, it
Sleep or
feels.
something. Even with a chip in your head. But you do sleep. If you hurt my sister at all, touch her, you're gonna wake up on fire.
Told. And this is it, he's stomaching it.
You're awfully quiet.
And
Wouldn't know what to
you can't
say.
blame them for having
me.
distrust.
That was more.
Oh.
Look, us working together, it's not a way for us to get back together if that's what you want.
It's not. Look, I can't blame you for being all skittish.
Skittish? That's not
It's
a
more
word I
than
would
that.
use for it. I don't know what your game is, Spike, but I know there's something you're not telling me.
You're right.
He's got to
There
have
is.
to say.
But we're not best friends anymore, so too bad for me. I'm not sharing. We've been through things. The end of the
Oh,
world
this is it. He's got to
That could
have
be
to
useful,
tell.
'cause honestly, I've got nothing better to do.
Nancy. I just got a swell idea.
Ooh. Well, running would be a good idea. Oh, what the? Oh my! Oh God! Oh God! What the hell? We got another penis monster.
You know the feeling that you get when your ex is constantly ruining every part of your life, and it just doesn't stop?
He's just trying to get back at her in the worst
And you get
ways
so
as
tired
well,
of
I
feeling
guess.
helpless that all you can do is just wish that it would stop.
What?
Wish.
What? What?
It's not the fact that he cheated, it's the way he cheated, you know?
Oh, dearie.
I could have handled it. You created, burst through solid pavement and ate her dog.
Oh, puppy.
Wait, that gets your sad noise? People's lives are in danger and you give it up to the
To be
Yorkie?
fair, it's a dog.
You never understood me, Xander. Xander, who
He
is
was a
this
good
woman?
boy.
Anya? She's, Anya. My ex.
Oh. Hey,
Which makes
nobody
things
bragging
awkward.
here.
Didn't last.
But weren't you Buffy?
Briefly.
Never serious.
Oh God,
Is there
look at
anyone
this
here that hasn't
mess.
slept together? Look, at least we're all bipeds, which is more than I can say for Ronnie the Worm Boy.
Oh, she's got a game face.
So gonna kick your ass.
Right, bitch. Round and round.
You haven't changed, Spike.
Oh my. Oh my. Jeez.
I haven't changed. Not a lick. And watching your face, trying to figure
This is it. He's trying to deny the soul bit, and
Buffy.
Not now, Xander.
Nancy.
yeah, doing
She's
this
gone, and out there all alone,
deliberately.
she's worm bait.
Chums, co-workers, bridesmaids. Oh, I had the whole package until
The
something fell
Scoobies-
apart. Look at that for you,
Uh,
Xander.
You know,
You saying this is my fault?
All
better
I'm saying
friends.
is none of this happened until you dumped me at the altar.
And sooner or later, Anya, that excuse just stops working.
Ho, ho. You can still be friends with the Scoobies. Ayo, whoa.
You've had your turn. Leave the real violence to the demons, yeah? That's right.
That's one way of dealing it.
Dad's back. And looking for a little death.
Oh, oh, whoa, oh.
But I can hear you. No need to shout.
Holy
I get it.
This is
It's
so.
on me. Lots of laughs.
Wow.
Hey, bring the wife and kiddies. Come see the show. And screaming horror and bloodshed.
From beneath you, it devours. From beneath,
Oh my goodness.
Poor Rocky.
This is really impressive.
Right. Girl doesn't want to be serviced. Because there's no spark. Ain't we in a sodden engine?
Just figuring this
think
out
I'm
is
completely lost your
mind.
Well, yes. Where have you been all night?
You thought you would just come back here and...
Oh my
you with me?
goodness.
First time for every... Angel, he should have warned me. Makes a good show, forget it, but it's here. In me. All the time.
Oh wow. Oh wait.
Fuck.
Is she putting two and two together?
I wanted to give you what you deserve. Bit worse for lack of use.
Oh.
You got your soul back. How?
It's what you wanted, right? It's what you wanted, right? And now everybody's in here talking everything I did, everyone I...
Why would you do
Shame on you. Why does a man do what he mustn't? For her to be hers. To be the kind of man who would never...
Oh.
Kind of man.
Holy
You
shit.
shall look on him with forgiveness. We rest now. Buffy. Can we rest?
Yo, fuck me. That bit was... Oh my god. That was such a powerful... Oh my goodness. That whole monologue was just incredible. Just exploring the guilt of Spike and how he's been wrestling with this torment, and yeah, you can really sense the guilt in not just the way he conveys the words, but also you sense that crack in his voice and just the way he leans on the... Yeah. I think that was probably one of my favourite episodes that did involve Spike, which is weird to say after seeing Red, because I thought I would not be in a position where I could, I don't know, appreciate Spike's character, but then him being granted his soul really, you know, made me think, okay, maybe that might not be a certainty anymore, because he'll be a completely different person, surely, with the soul. Yeah, what he did is still going to be disgusting, especially reflecting on it, but also it would be interesting to see what direction it would take with him having his soul. And I feel like this episode, especially with that monologue, really demonstrated you know, how amazing this direction seems to be in, because that was a really, really amazing monologue, and James Masters really nailed it, like, all throughout, not just that final scene, but all throughout the episode, from him even pretending to be like who he was before. Yeah, it was just really incredible. And I thought this was another great episode. It was a really, really enjoyable episode, especially with the whole dynamic with Buffy and Spike. And now Buffy has found out that Spike has a soul. I just love that shot, though, when he says that Angel should have warned me. And you saw, you know, the penny drop and how stunned she was. I really thought that was incredible. But it's going to be interesting to see what does happen, because obviously... you having your soul back, like, there are people out there in the real world who has a soul and are just disgraceful. It's just, so it's not like having a soul is going to basically say, hey, you're a good person now. But now we get to see Spike wrestle with these, like, ideas and that guilt that he can reflect back on, like, the event of seeing Red. And well, we've been seeing how disgusted he is with himself. So yeah, but it's just really, really it was just really, really, like, mesmerizing, the speech. I just really thought it was well done worded, well done acted. It was just incredible. And yeah, it was just really, really chilling. Like, him saying bits like that he tried to be like who he was before, but it didn't work, and the fact that people are telling him to go to hell, like he's hearing all these voices. I just really loved, like, the break in his like acting, and you know, just the way it was worded overall, because it was so chilling, and it was so incredible. So I just really, really loved that. And obviously it's going to take some time for Buffy to come to an acceptance. I feel like it will still take some time. Now she's got an understanding to why Spike's acting the way he is. It'll still take a bit of time for her to adjust and accept Spike. So yeah, but we are seeing how Spike is just wrestling with that fear of never being forgiven, and looking at himself with so much guilt of what he did. And you could say, obviously, it's going to be different and a lot more extreme. But you could say with Spike's situation, there is a parallel to Willow. Obviously, her actions wouldn't be, I guess, as severe. Well, it wouldn't be severe, really. It was haunting, and she was responsible for a death. But there is still the idea that Willow echoed about the fact that she worries about returning and not having that forgiveness. And, even though that you had Xander comfort her and brought out that humanity, I guess, it's still, you're still looking back at what you've done, and you still just have this fear, really. So it will be very interesting to see the reaction when Willow does return. There might be a few people who feel a bit, put off, but it's all about that, leap of faith, and yeah. But whereas Spike's actions are more worse, with what he did in Seeing Red, especially. Not just that, though, but for Willow, it was like a few days she turned evil, really, wasn't it? And Spike's had hundreds of years to, list up crimes he's done and whatnot, and the final straw was really the attempted rape scene. So yeah, but he's had a long list, and it's just really interesting with him having this, because I'm really loving the direction they're going with his soul. I'm really loving the way that the story is demonstrating this guilt, and how you can see, you can really hear, I feel, the differences in, I guess, Vampire Spike and Spike with a soul. I don't know. I just feel like with certain conversations with Buffy today, which isn't including the final scene, but with certain scenes with Buffy, I don't know, I can feel that there is a more, I don't know, pacified aura to his voice, if that makes sense. He doesn't have that, like, I don't know, upbeatness, and is, if anything, defeated in his voice. So I don't know, I might be grasping when I make that opinion, but I don't know, I just feel like there is a slight difference. So yeah, but still, it's just really great seeing how things are going with Spike and his soul, and how this is tearing him apart. So yeah, but for me, one of my favorite episodes was Spike. It was just really incredible, and that final scene was just really, including that shot where he was draping over the cross. Yeah, it was just really stunning. So, but I think everything that came about, especially with him like pretending to be his old self, I really liked how that came about, with the fact that he was trying to silence Anya, because Anya realized he had his soul back, and he didn't want Anya to basically spill the beans. So I think it comes to a point where he was just not comfortable with telling Buffy that he had a soul, and if Anya said something, then it would break him further, really. I feel like he would just be embarrassed, if anything, if Anya said, hey, Spike has a soul now. And because he was already battling with so much guilt, and you could see how his mind was fracturing with what he was what he has done. So to be outed by Anya is just gonna, in my mind, I'd feel like send him into a bit of a, I don't know, meltdown maybe. So yeah. but yeah, it really incredible stuff with Spike in this episode, and amazing acting, as well as amazing dialogue as well. We also had the Anya thing going about because she was responsible for turning Ronnie into that slug-off demon, I think it was called. But yeah, we had that going around, and how Nancy was the victim in all of this because, it was after her, and Nancy accidentally stumbled into Anya's ways of extracting vengeance. And yeah, great. It's great that we're picking up on that because, of course, this has been something that has been teased since Hell's Bells. About Anya getting her abilities back, and I've been very, very intrigued to see if anything an episode where we have that. But it's so interesting though in terms of not just Anya coming back to her old ways, but also with this split really, especially with the demons not being too pleased with her, and feeling like she had nobody, when, if it's just sad because I'm sure the Scoobies, would pick her up with open arms and whatnot. I mean, yeah, things are a bit rough, especially with her and Xander, but it's just very, very sad really when you think about the fact that she feels like apart from the demons, she's just got herself. And yeah, so I'm just thinking though, like, because it's so rough at the minute with everyone. With Willow in England, so with Giles, Tara dead. I feel like, if Giles was to stick around, of course he had his reasons to go back to England, especially to help Willow out, who's coming back, woo. But also, I feel like with like Giles, he could have helped Anya potentially, or even Tara. Like, I feel like Tara would definitely, like the way she comforted Buffy regarding the whole Spike reveal. So I feel it's just sad. I'm just being reminded about how terrible and heartbreaking that situation is. So I feel like, if Tara was still here, and plus I don't think we got that many moments with Tara and Anya, so that would be really, really good. Kind of like how Tara and Buffy's scenes were like pretty scarce before, I guess, season 6. It was great seeing them two together. So yeah, and I feel like with Anya and Tara, they are like two completely different characters. So it would be really, really nice if we had moments of them two together. So, but yeah, see, we have Anya just feeling a bit out of it, and there was Xander as well, who was lecturing her, coming up that line. You can't always go to your wedding, go to the wedding as, I guess, your de facto reasoning and whatnot. So like, yeah, it's still gonna be very, very rough and terrible that Xander did that, but he's got it. He will have his points in that. So, and I feel like Xander is definitely growing, like, as seasons go by. Like, I feel like he's a completely different character to what he was in season 1, but I feel like that is part of the course with a lot of characters, that they've evolved so much. I mean, look at Dawn right now. She is growing, and I'm really liking what they're doing with her. Like, it's nothing substantial, but it's still something to take a note of. So, yeah. But we also have Principal Wood. There's something going on with him, like, especially when he was talking about the fact that he appointed Buffy as a counselor, and there's this like, I don't know, question why me, and I feel like there is something more going on with Mr. Wood, but we'll just have to wait and see. But yeah, I'm really, really liking his involvement. I still don't think it's anything nefarious, but it could be, so we'll just have to wait and see with that. But also we have that beginning piece as well. We had a second well, dream, maybe not so much of a dream sequence. And it's not the first time that Buffy has had, you know, visions in her dreams. We've seen that, like, in the early days. And I think, like, it didn't, you know, come up again past season 2, I believe. I'm not sure. But, we're having Buffy dreaming of these people getting killed. There is some kind of great importance regarding that is definitely going to involve those two girls and possibly other women that are going to be killed. So, in terms of the main plot, so it'll be very interesting to touch upon that. But there is that connectivity, and it should be very, very interesting to touch upon that later this season. But overall, stunning episode. Like I said, I was really impressed with the whole Spike element in this episode, and like I said, probably one of my favorite Spike episodes, and James Marsters really killing it. But it will be very interesting to see the dynamic between Buffy and Spike onwards, because like I said, I feel like it's still going to take a bit of time, but now Buffy has her answers to why Spike has been acting a bit weird, and this is going to be a thing to process. So yeah, it will be very interesting to see what does happen. But yeah, I will see you guys next time. Hope you guys enjoyed this reaction. You can check the videos on the right if you want to check out more of my content. You can also subscribe to my media feeds and channel if you want to. Hope you guys enjoyed this reaction. Hope you guys take care, and I will see you guys next time. Toodles!